Ugh. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, we're here. Let me close that out. Hey. Let me put an overlay up. So listen, y'all. The fact that I'm here means that I love y'all so very much. I just had to come and be here for y'all because I had been out for so long and I was under the weather. If y'all can tell, I still sound pretty nasally, but I am here. We are here. We are here. We are here. What is going on? What's going on? All right, y'all. So I have a little giveaway today. Little because I've been gone so long and I haven't given you me, and when you have seen me, I haven't been on screen, and I'm still kind of stuff. Anyway, I have a little giveaway today. So here's the deal. Um, I'm going to incorporate not only just reading more of your comments, but I do want to get more active with how I interact on Twitter. And so I made sure that I tweeted out that I was going live today. But here's the thing, you see, my Twitter account is here. So, yeah, there. Um, so best tweet today gets a $25 cash out. There you go. $25 cash out from L Teddy 27. You have to tweet at me and put a creative tweet, hopefully something that makes me laugh. And then put hashtag run your mouth. Like what you see up here, RUNYAMOUF. Hashtag run your mouth. If you When you tweet, now listen, Hey, Miss Trisha P. Hey, Regina. So that's the prize today. You get $25 cash out from L Teddy 27. All you got to do is have the best tweet of the day. You got to tweet at me at my Twitter. You got to at me and then put hashtag run your mouth. Funniest tweet about anything we talk about today. We y'all know we talk about a lot of stuff. So any of our topics today on our agenda, you can talk about and funniest tweet, or it may not be the funniest, maybe whatever I choose is my choice. So best tweet, $25 today. All right. Everybody good with that? $25 for any but best tweet of the day. Hey Tanya. So I'm going to announce that one more time. Once or twice or more today. Okay. So hey everybody coming in. Hey Tanya. Y'all know I've been under the weather, but I am here. Praise you, sweet 7 pound 3 ounce baby Jesus. I am able to get on screen. I have been, oh my God, so under the weather, dear God. But today we are here. There's so much to talk about. And wow, I just wanted this to be a happy go lucky, run your mouth. We were just, it's just so much serious stories going on out there right now that it's so hard to do a run your mouth when you got so much going on in the world. So, um, there's a lot of serious stories. There's some sugar spikes. Not a lot of funny stories, but y'all know we'll try to make the best of it while we're here. Hey, L Love. Um, so yeah, once again, let me announce our prize today. Our our prize today. Okay, so best tweet of the day. Hey, So Jeff. Hey, L Love. Best tweet of the day gets a $25 gift certificate from me. Okay, not gift certificate, $25 cash out gift certificate. $25 cash out for me. You have to at me and then put a tweet. Hopefully it's funny and put hashtag and but put hashtag run your mouth in there. So at me, put your tweet and then make sure you put hashtag run your mouth in there. Best tweet of the day gets a $25 cash app from yours truly. And I just want to thank you all for being here. So that's my little, you know, thank y'all for holding me down. Well, I've been going. All right. So, breaking news, and I'm sorry to start gloom and doom. If you have not heard, it's a lot going on. We have another mass shooting right now in the great state of Texas. 14 children have died. One teacher has died, and the assailant is no longer in the land of the living either. Thank you, L Love. Thank you, L Love. I've been trying. I'm not 100% yet. I'm at about 60, 65%, somewhere around there. But this was at an elementary school. Let me give you all the details because it's still, I heard about it it came across my crawl a couple hours ago. But then when I went to like MSNBC and CNN, they weren't talking about it. And so this was like maybe a couple hours, this was like around the 2 o'clock-ish hour, somewhere around there, and I didn't see anything. But now it's yeah. So here's the latest, and this is according to CNN News. This is in Texas. It says a custody is in it. This is old because I just got from MSNBC that Texas governor is saying that the man is dead now. So this is a little dated. Let me see if I can get y'all some more up to date. But from what I just got from another source, the suspect is not in custody. The suspect is dead. Um, yeah, this I'm looking at this from the C to the N and to the N, and it seems they seem outdated because the latest that I saw, hey Pinky Tiki, was that 14 children were dead, one teacher was dead, the assailant is also dead. This is at a school in Texas, is Uvalde, Texas, and it's at the school district is Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District. The elementary school is um, uh, what's the name of the school? But it is an elementary school. Um, oh boy. Um, it's Del Rio Rob Elementary. But Uvalde is located 85 miles west of San Antonio, about 70 miles east of Del Rio. The elementary school is Robb Elementary School, and it teaches second through fourth grade. So these are second through fourth graders involved. Hey, Jason. But Governor Hot Wheels has already come out and confirmed that 14 students have died. One teacher has died in the shooting. That's what Governor Hot Wheels is confirming. The assailant, I believe they said, is 18. Hey, Tabitha, I believe they said the assailant is, I believe, 18. Another young man, and it's a male. He is dead. I think I from, because right before I came on, I was getting details, but one of the officers that was on scene um, has already had took him out. But there are 14 right now. There are 14 children confirmed dead. 14 kids dead. One teacher. Thoughts, prayers, condolences to their families. I can't even imagine what it's like when you're at work and you receive a phone call that there's a shooting at your elementary school age child's school. Like the horror that has to be going through a parent at that time. Um, so yeah, that it's in Uvalde, Texas. Okay. The elementary school is Robb Elementary School. Like I said, that school teaches second through fourth grade. Um, that's not a little bit of people. 14 kids and one teacher. Um, and the suspect, like I said, is also dead. They took him out. Um, that is the updates. That's all I have thus far. Like I said, things are coming out as we speak. I heard it. I was literally watching. I was doing some work. I was watching TYT. Shout out to all of those of us in the Dragon Squad, and those of us who watch TYT, the Young Turks. But I was watching TYT, and during their live broadcast, one of the people in the comment section said, "There's a active shooter in a Texas elementary school right now." This was like during the 2 o'clock hour, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's so." But it wasn't out it wasn't out there yet, so it might have been just somebody in that local area that knew before it got out. And this was at, like I said, about the 2 o'clock hour. So then I turned to they couldn't report on it because they didn't have anything. They said, "Oh my God, if that is true, I'm sorry to hear that." And they kind of went on with their program because they didn't have anything at that time. I then went and started watching, different news outlets, and nobody was saying anything. So then I said, well, maybe that it wasn't real. And then maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago, they started breaking the news, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So, and at that time, they were saying that there were only two people confirmed dead and several others that were injured. But and they said the assailant was in custody, but now the suspect is dead. 14 kids are dead, and one teacher is dead, and that's what was confirmed by Governor Hot Wheels. Now, and let me be serious, Governor Abbott. Let me call the man's name, Governor Abbott. Um, I we are what, a week and a half from Buffalo. Of course, when these things start to happen, you have to start to think: is this a copycat? Were they incentivized by seeing what happened in Buffalo? You got to think like, where are we at now? We're in the middle of the Wild Wild West, the great state of Texas, where Governor Hot Wheels and his band of merry thugs in Texas shot down all kinds of gun control laws. They said, baby, as long as you're breathing, you can have a gun. No background check, no license needed, no training on how to use said gun. You are breathing and have a pulse, you can have this good gun. Now, we also know that in parts of Texas, there are schools that already allow teachers and school staff to carry guns on campus. We just got the Wild Wild West. And the horrible part about all of this is children are, at this point, are getting caught in the fray. Like children are getting caught in the middle. And so we have this kind of foolishness going on. Um, this young man, like I said, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from what I'm reading or from what I was hearing, he's 18 years old. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Let me get me something to regulate my sugar levels. But yeah, like I said, I had heard about it during the 2 o'clock hour. But oh, you part of the Dragon Squad, Jason. I know you was part of the Dragon Squad. Shout out to all my Dragon Squad members over who watch the Young Turks. Hey Amber, what's good, Jason? Gun violence is out of control. It's way out of control. I don't forgot to mention my giveaway. We are having a giveaway today. What's good, Jonathan? It is crazy. Texas just got anybody have a gun law. They do. Anybody can have a gun. Didn't even take a year. Just crazy. What's good, Fi? It is crazy. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jam. Another sad day. I am giving out $25 cash app to anybody. Best tweet of the day gets $25. You have to at me in your tweet and put hashtag run your mouth, just like it says up here. RUNYAMOUF. Run your mouth. Best tweet of the day will get a $25 cash app from me. There you go. Best tweet of the day. Let me see if anybody tweeted us so far. Let's look here. So far, no tweets. That's fine. I will keep my money. I will keep my money. But $25 to the best tweet of the day. All right. As more information becomes available, I will let you know. But on any of the topics that we talk about today, Jason, it could be any of the topics. You know, I have a wide range of topics and things that I discuss during the live. So, of course, it has to make sense for the live. But if you have friends in that area, and let me just say this is in Uvalde, Texas, which is about 70 miles east of Del Rio. It's also not it's 85 miles west of San Antonio and 70 miles east of Del Rio. So it's on the western side of Texas, but southern, not too far south, but going toward that way. But 85 miles west of San Antonio. Um, the school has 535 students. Well, that's how many they had in the 2021. In the 2020-2021 school year, they had 535 students last school year. But they teach all second, third, and fourth grade. Second through fourth grade is what um are taught at that school. I can only imagine that parents are at a staging area finding out about what are the demographics. I don't have that information, Jason. I just don't. Um, I'm sure parents at this time are finding out about their children. Um, the information I'm sure will be coming out, pouring out over the night. You're talking second through fourth grade. That's ages what, about 7 through 9 or 10, between 7 and 10 years old, maybe even as young as 6 if you got a child that went to second grade early. But usually second grade is generally about 7 years old. Fourth grade is generally about 9, maybe 10 years old. So you're talking about students be single digit age range. Okay. I mean, it's just a horrific day. But nothing will be said about curtailing gun control. Nothing. Nothing will be said about curtailing that. Absolutely nothing. Right. And remember when we had Sandy Hook, they didn't do anything about gun control after Sandy Hook. As a matter of fact, we loosened the gun rights since Sandy Hook. They don't care. They do not care. But um, I believe I heard that the assailant was another male who was around 18. That may, like I said, I can't confirm that, but I believe that's what I heard in one of the news broadcasts, and I'm sure that'll come out. They're doing a better job of not giving the name of assailants. I think to this day, I still don't know the name of the guy who um who shot up Buffalo. And because generally that's what they want. They want to become famous for what they do, and they're doing a better job of not naming these people. Um, but yeah, that is the breaking news that's going on. You'll probably be seeing that in all of the nightly news tonight. Um, you got parents who sent their kids to school today. You have parents who sent their children to school today. We probably getting toward the last couple of days of school. You know, um, there are a lot of schools getting ready for commencement programs, graduations and commitment programs. Parents sending their kids, thinking, making plans for summer camps or summer vacations with their kids, only to get a call at work saying, you need to come out to the school. Tragedy, tragic, tragic. Nothing good. Nothing good can come from this. Yeah. Hmm. So it's just it's just real sad that we're here. I also let me drop a link in case anybody wants to come up and join the conversation. Like I wanna act as if I'm surprised. What I'm glad I'm not yet is numb. I never want to become numb to what's going on in this country. I never want to become numb to what these yet to be United States of America, right, is doing to us, to people. I really want to see the demographics of this of this school and or community. I really do. I'm really intrigued. One of y'all, I'm surprised one of y'all ain't even looked that up yet to see what's the demographics of this community in Uvalde, Texas, and this elementary school. I really want to know. I really want to know. Hmm. Hmm. I'll call you back. But that's the latest that I have on that. If anything else, I'm surprised CNN is so behind on that because when I went to CNN, they had all old news. Um, that's interesting. But yeah, yeah, from what I'm seeing, an 18-year-old man, he was 18 year old. Um, yeah, and yeah, they're still confirming 14 students and a teacher. But he was 18 years old. They do have a picture of him. I think that's him. Well, I don't know if that's him. Let me take that back. There, I see a picture on there, and it's a picture. There's a guy, there's a police officer you see, but there's also what looks to be a white male. His back is toward the camera, and he looks like he has a gun in his hand. Um, or maybe I don't know. The picture is real hard to see, but he's walking away from the police officers. He has on shorts and a t-shirt. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the assailant. Hey, Xavier. Um, um, so I mean, Senator Murphy, I love you down, but it's not. I mean, hey, Monk Chip. Hey, Boo. I'm glad you coming around more. You know, Monk Chip, you be letting work you too hard over there, Monk Chip. Having to work you too hard over there, up there in the great Northeast. But but Senator Murphy might as well just be blowing smoke in the wind. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. Let's be clear. Congress wants no parts of real gun reform, even on the left, because there are a lot of the centrist Democrats, the those Democrats that have been running the party for all of these decades now, that have their money, their pockets lined by the NRA and other gun advocates or whatever, Second Amendment advocates. So please, I mean, it's a 92% white town. Okay. Are you moving to South Carolina soon? All right, you'll be closer to me, Monk. If I have to come over there and see you over there in South Carolina. Um, Abbott released the name of the person. I won't do that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Um, but yeah, that's that I can't even imagine the horror for the parents that are there. 92% Hispanic. Wait, y'all got the school is 92% Hispanic. Wait, what? No. Jason says, according to what he looked up, Cam's is 92% white. The town is. I'm not sure about the school itself, but the town is. Um, but that is the latest. That is, like I said, it's I believe the name of the school is Robb, Robb, Elementary School. Robb Elementary is the name of the school, and it is in Uvalde, Texas. Uvalde. And yeah, the name of the school is Robb Elementary School. ROBB. Two B's at the end. So yeah, y'all don't miss y'all chance to get this $25 now. If y'all don't use this $25, I'm gonna save my $25, and then when I feel a little better, maybe in a day or two, I'm gonna use my $25 to buy me some crabs. I'm gonna think y'all just gave that to me as a donation, so I can have me some crabs. But because I have been so distant lately because I've been sick, I wanted to do something for y'all. So $25 to the best tweet. You have to tweet at me at LTeddy27, and you have to put your tweet, and then at the end put hashtag run your mouth, like what you see right here. RUNYAMOUF. Run your mouth. Anyway, don't miss your chance to win $25. As more things, more information is brought to light, I will communicate that to you. In other news, well, as we let me give you a are we up for a palate cleanser today? They aren't going to do a damn thing. No, they're not. When those sweet children were shot and killed in school when Obama was president, nothing happened. If anything, they've loosened gun restrictions since then. And you're right, Jason. It usually does spike. You're very right. Y'all are very right. This is absolutely true. What generally happens is they will the freaking the sales will spike. You know, they'll go by telling you, "Oh, this is horrible. We have to really do something about this," and nothing will be done. And then we'll be talking about this yet again, yet again. And how long? What when is the next one? Tomorrow? When is the next one? In 2 days? Like what we went. Buffalo was what, a week and a half ago? Buffalo was what, 9, 10 days ago? So what we got? 2 days to the next one? 3 days? Will there be one tomorrow? A mess. Because you know they're gonna be talking about, oh, we really have to do so. Do you really do? Really? There's so many things. You don't please, members of Congress, do not come out here telling me how much we need to think about the children and all of these things. Hell, you weren't thinking about the children just earlier today because y'all around here meandering around about whether or not to feed infant children because y'all are over here fucking around with the goddamn baby formula. When you had kindergartners and pre-K kids get shot and killed in a mass murder in Sandy Hook, you people did nothing. You got babies damn near starving to death because there's no baby formula on the freaking shelves, and you people don't bat an eye. But you continue to line your pockets with the monies that you get from all of these nefarious companies and all of your cronies and your fellow members of the white race and the white supremacist CEOs and conglomerate owners that are doing everything in their power to keep poor people and middle class people down. So don't come over here telling me all about how you feel and how you are here for the children. We have to think about the children. Really? 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 White women, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing from white women. White women, don't you open your goddamn mouths. Because white women, You people voted these lunatics in power. You white women voted these lunatics in power. I want to hear nothing from you white women. You will deal with it, and you will like it because you voted these people there, and you continue to vote these people into positions of power so that they could make laws that make it easier for your children to die. A mess. A mess. A mess. Xavier, you know just as well as I do. They do not care about that. It's a predominantly Latino school. While they are failing those kids, churning out young dummies and person. I can't. Listen, that's exactly what they want. Diamond Pearl Gem. What we can't do, Diamond Pearl Gem, we can't give these people what they want. What they want is for us to get so tired and so fatigued with the insanity of it all. And that's why the good book always says, do not get weary in well doing. If you know you're doing the right thing, you cannot grow weary because what they want you to do, they want you to just give up, become apathetic, and just turn it all over to them and just allow them to just do whatever they want to do. And if you think it can't get any worse, please believe it can get astronomically worse. So, as angry and as apathetic we sometimes feel, and as much as we just want to throw up our hands and say, I'm just tired, I just can't, we cannot get weary in well doing. You have to continue to toe the line. You got to continue to fight because if you don't continue to fight and you just give up, guess what they're going to do? They're just going to run all over. They're going to do whatever they want. And as bad as you think it may be now, it's going to get astronomically worse. Never make the statement it can't get no worse because trust and believe it always can. It's hard. I know. I understand. It is hard. It's so hard. But the alternative is much harder. Living with the alternative is much harder. And as much as we may complain, we have ancestors and forefathers that, even in what we're living through, would dream to be where we are. Fought and died, fought, bled, and died to have even a tenth of some of the things that we have. So we have to stay, like you said, Jason, we have to stay vigilant. We have to continue to toe the line, continue to fight. Because what they want is for apathy to sink in. That's what they're banking on. They don't think that we have the intestinal fortitude to do this, to fight. See, they're in it for the long game. They ain't in it for the short game. They're in it for the long game. They want to wear you out piece by piece. That didn't get you. Well, I got something else. That didn't get you. Well, I got something else. That didn't get you. Where I got something else. That didn't get you. Well, I got something else. That didn't get you. Well, I got something else. That didn't get you. Well, I got something else too. That didn't get you. Until they feel like, oh, it was that thing. Okay, yeah, I got you now. Finally, they're in it for the long game, expecting for us to get weary in well doing and in well doing. And what we have to understand is we come from a breed of people. We come from a stock. We come from a lineage, a race of people that has bore the brunt of the entirety of our species. We come from a historic nature of people in our bloodline and lineage who have endured things the human species can't even imagine. So I think it's negligent for us to say, you know what, I can't, I'm tired. We can't get tired. And I know it's easy to say, you know what, I'm done. And I know it gets hard, but we can't. We just can't, people. We cannot. We owe it to those people who fought, bled, and died and couldn't even dream of a tenth of what we had. People fought, bled, and died and never could even dream, not even see, but dream of a tenth of what, we, of where we are. True enough, we ain't where we want to be yet. But let's be clear, we certainly can't give up. We can't go backwards. We cannot go backwards. Feel like I was up here preaching. I got me up here preaching. Mm, mm, mm. Still no tweets. I'm keeping my money. Hold on, let me see. Nope, still no tweets. I'm keeping my money. Um. So yeah, we gotta keep fighting, people. As I'm going to my next story, let me give y'all a palate cleanse. Let's cleanse the palate while we're going to our next story, guys. uh, I had to get on my soapbox and preach and preach and cleanse our palate. This is a palate cleanser. There you go. There you go. Good old kales. I love me some kales. I love he. Um, so, oh, I already opened it up. There it is. All right. So President Biden, we are absolutely, Ella, we absolutely are. We absolutely are. Um, Tomorrow is the 2 year anniversary, I believe, of George Floyd. Yes, 2 year anniversary of George Floyd. And thank you, Diamond Pearl Jam. Um, and with the 2 year anniversary of George Floyd, I'm going to say this is, I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. This is good news. Okay. So I'm going to chop this up as good news. Even though I can poke holes in it, I'm going to chalk this up as good news. I'm going to be half glass full, which goes against my entire nature because I'm a pessimist. And the pessimist in me always says, no, the glass is half empty. Ain't no half full, it's half empty. Somebody already drank half of it. But I'm going to go glass half full. Tomorrow, on the 2 year anniversary of George Floyd's death, President Biden is going to sign a policing and executive order on federal policing. President Biden let me read this for you. This is from thehill.com, okay? President Biden on Wednesday is expected to sign an executive order on the 2 year anniversary of the death of George Floyd that intends to increase accountability in policing. A similar from a source familiar with the plans confirmed to the Hill. The executive order would establish a national database of officers who have been fired for misconduct and require federal agencies to update their policies on use of force, the source said. The New York Times, which first reported on the order, said the measure will also restrict the transfer of most military equipment to local law enforcement agencies. Um, and put a bookmark in that. Y'all remind me to go back and talk about that part. Let me read that again because that's a very important part here. The New York Times, which first reported on the order, said the measure will also restrict the transfer of most military equipment to local law enforcement agencies. The signing will come 2 years to the day that George Floyd was killed after former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin pinned him to the street and kneeled on his neck. Floyd's killing set off a wave of protests across the country against police brutality and racial injustice. The executive order has been in the works for months. It was reportedly reworked after police groups pushed back against the language and reforms included in a January version. Civil rights leaders have long urged Biden to sign an executive order while cautioning the burden is on Congress to enact permanent changes. The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, which would overhaul qualified immunity and outlaw no knock warrants and chokeholds at the federal level, passed the House last year but has stalled in the Senate. Quote, tomorrow will mark 2 years since George Floyd's cruel murder at the hands of police officers. We know full well that an executive order cannot address America's policing crisis the same way Congress has the ability to, but we've got to do everything we can, end quote, NAACP President Derek Johnston said in a statement. He went on to say there's no better way to honor George Floyd's legacy than for President Biden to take action by signing a police reform executive order. Now, I wanted to go back to the military equipment part because see what a lot of people don't know is um, a lot of what a lot of police forces across America have been doing is they have been buying when the military may decommission some ars- piece of their arsenal or machinery. Okay, not that it's not working, but they just don't use it anymore. Maybe they got a newer one or something like that. And the police forces around the country have been buying it. Military grade tanks, military style, weaponry and arsenals and all types of vehicles and, weaponry that's military grade that they use for warfare. But police forces were buying them across the country. And so that's why in a lot of cases you go and it looked like Baghdad in 1992 in some cities when it's just a peaceful protest and they done turned it into Baghdad 1992. And so they want to stop that because first of all, there are laws already in place that says the United States military cannot attack its citizens. That's active duty employee cannot. Now, reservists, yes, because the reserves they are under the commission of state governors. So state governors can deploy um, military reservists in their states as they see fit. But active duty military are not allowed to uh, attack U.S. citizens on U.S. soil. It is illegal. It is against the law. And in the same vein, one would think that the military weaponry that they're using in active warfare around the country should not be utilized on our own citizens. These are the weapons that our taxes pay for. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, I'm sorry. I should have DM'd you, and I just came live. Tracy, I'm sorry, girl. I ain't been on that long. I have been on long, but we ain't did that many stories. This is just my second story. I am giving away $25 today, Tracy. Tracy, if you tweet the best tweet of the day to my Twitter, we'll get a $25 Cash App. You have to have a tweet, and then at the end of your tweet, put hashtag run your mouth, and then the best tweet of the day will get a $25 cash out. Anyway, um, so that's why, and many people for police reform were saying, why are we having military warfare grade weaponry in American cities where it looks like we're at war with our own citizens instead of active policing? So that's a good part. That the fact that they're also creating a database is good as well, but there's no qualified immunity. I didn't hear in everything I've been reading. Um, there's nothing that gets rid of the qualified immunity situation, and this is only on the federal level. You still police forces. You get the police the license to become a law enforcement officer in most cases is statewide. It's on a state level, so this only affects federal policing. This does not affect your local um, police departments because they get their licensing on the state level. The state does that, and until states change their laws and how they, until they reform their policing, it, this only affects on the federal level. And let's be clear, most of the cases that we hear of police brutality is not on the federal level. This is mostly, I'm not saying none, but most of them are on the local level, excuse me, or on the statewide level. So it's, it's a mess. It's a mess. But like I said, this is all on the state level. Xavier, all of that is on the state level. And these state governors are at the beck and call of police unions. They're not going to do you on either side, the Democrat or the Republican side. You're not going to find a single candidate that's going to go out of their way to piss off the police unions. They don't feel like that's a bargain that they want to take. They don't want to come off as anti-police, but let's be clear: somebody has, at some point, has to take a stand. So that's why I've never been of the belief that we're really going to have police reform. Because let's be clear, even the Democrats that voted to pass the George Floyd bill in the House, they knew full well that it had not an ice cube's chance in hell of making it through the Senate. So they said, "Oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that." So I make the appearance like I'm doing the right thing, knowing it ain't gonna be enacted. So therefore, I ain't gonna piss off the police unions because it's not gonna have no teeth behind it. It's never gonna go into law. So I don't have nothing to worry about that way. Just a mess. But I'm going to chop this up as good news. We got a long way to go. You still got Congress that ain't trying to do. Now they did write the law, right, qualified immunity, the ending of qualified immunity into the law in the George Floyd police reform bill. But like I said, that ain't gonna make it through the Senate. So what's the point? Who am I? Anyway. So, what happened to checks and balances? Hmm. That went out the window before most of us was born. Anyway, yeah, Seattle did look real desert stormish. Like it's a lot that has been going on in police and policing around America, and it's been happening under the cloak of darkness. Nobody's been saying anything. The police have police unions, along with police forces, have been able to just do whatever they wanted with complete autonomy, untethered, unbothered, unstopped all over the country. They have been arming themselves as if they are getting ready for World War III. You would think that police forces were arms of the United States military. That's the type of spending that's been going on in a lot of police forces. That's the type of arsenal that has been, being collected and being set up all over the country. You would really think that they're preparing for World War III or another civil. We ain't gonna say that too loud. I'm just saying. But that's happening tomorrow. Y'all heard it here. Um, Let me get a palate cleanser before I go into this other story that truly saddened me. Let me get a couple palate cleansers out of my way. Here's the palate cleanser. There you go. Mm. Oh, green is my favorite color. Mm. Ooh, Here's another one. Oh, what's that in them drawers? Oh, child. Child. All right, here go one more. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so this next story truly saddened me. Truly, truly, truly saddened me. Okay, I'm not gonna even read the title. I'm just gonna read the article and let you see why I was saddened. Okay. Pineview School for the Gifted class president Xander Maurice Maurice used his graduation speech on Sunday to call out Florida's recently enacted "Don't Say Gay" law, but he did not mention the measure or the lawsuit challenging it, for which he is one of the plaintiffs. What else did he not explicitly mention? That he is openly gay. Maurice Maurice's meeting with the principal before the ceremony and a statement to the local media from Sarasota County Schools made clear that if the graduating senior used the event as quote a platform for personal political statements, especially those likely to disrupt the ceremony, end quote, then quote it may be necessary to take appropriate action, end quote. Maurice spoke broadly about challenging those in power, and rather than clearly referencing his sexual identity, he discussed his curly hair, telling the audience that, quote, I used to hate my curls. I spent mornings and nights embarrassed of them, trying desperately to straighten this part of who I am. But the daily damage of trying to fix myself became too much to endure. End quote. He went on to say in his speech, quote, so while having curly hair in Florida is difficult due to the humidity, I decided to be proud of who I was and started coming to school as my authentic self. He continued explaining that a teacher, Miss Ballard, answered his questions, quote, because I didn't have other curly haired people to talk to, end quote, and that he found support from other students and adults. Another part of his speech goes on to say, quote, it's because of the love I've drawn from this community that I came out to my family. Now I'm happy, and that is what is at stake. There are going to be so many kids with curly hair who need a community like Pine View, and they won't have one, end quote, warned the Harvard bound student, urging those in the audience to use their powers as voters. Ahead of the speech, Maurice told Teen Vogue about meeting with his principal and how his final week of school has been sharing has been sharing that quote I wanted it to be about my friends and saying goodbye to everybody, but instead it's really miserable. I have so many people that are so angry so I have so many people that are angry, so worried it will derail their graduation, and I worry about that too, and am trying to prevent that, end quote. um I wanted I just went on and on and on, and it goes on and on and on. But you got to really is I'm gonna put the link to the article in the chat. I believe the speech is here. Is this the speech? No, that was him on Good Morning America. Yes, the speech is here. So the speech is there. Um, in the link, but the what happened, Ebby, is this. Hey, Ebby. Hey, Quintessential. He couldn't. He went when he went to the principal. He's the valedictorian. They said, "Listen, don't go up there. Don't be making no political statements. Don't say anything that can be used or can bring any kind of political fodder or that's going to be used for anything that can be taken any kind of way. So don't come up here. You know we have a law in Florida. You cannot mention your sexuality. You can They told him, or you will suffer appropriate repercussions. I don't know what those repercussions meant. I don't think that. Well, I know in Florida they can't. If a student has earned a diploma, they can't keep that diploma for them because by the time you get to graduation, they've already printed diplomas, they've already signed the students the exit card, they've already released grades have already been, done and stuff like that. But they could, maybe try to tarnish his record or I don't know, but they said that, and technically this is a law. He is 18. So I don't even want to know sting, the fullest extent of the law that they would have tried to do. But the fact that he had to cleverly use this euphemism and this allegory of his curly hair to sideways be able to mention who he is, or to talk about being proud of who he is, it saddened me. It really saddened me. The guy, he really does have curly hair. He actually does have curly hair, but the curly hair now has to be a euphemism for his sexuality because he doesn't have the freedom to speak about it in his valedictorian speech. Now let's be clear. It's not a it's not far fetched for principals to go, and when you are given a valedictorian and it's a salutatorian address, you are going to run that speech by the principal so they can see every word of what's on there. However, they do, in most cases, what I've seen, principals and administrations do allow opportunities for them to express themselves politically. They are becoming adults. They are entering adulthood, and so they do. Oftentimes, I remember my own high school graduation. There was political discourse in the valedictorian and salutatorian speeches. There was, stances that students take. Students do sometimes talk about their sexuality and how they've grown into becoming, ready to, because it's all about entering adulthood and becoming an active member, productive member of society and coming into your own. So certainly somebody discovering who they are in terms of their sexual orientation, that's a part of that. But this young man was not allowed to do that. And the fact that he had to, use this whole euphemism and this metaphor, this allegory, in order to truly talk about who he was. Now, the genius of it, it beautifully mixes in. It beautifully goes. You know what I'm saying? It's so impactful, but the fact that you have to even turn to that is so awful. It's just so horrible that children are not allowed to even express themselves, um, to even say who they are. That's a part of who he is. He's not even allowed to discuss who he is. This is America, but y'all want us to believe that y'all care about the children. Hmm. I don't know what America y'all been living in, but there's the link to the article. Um, and you can go and like I said, the video is there. I don't want to play the whole video here, but the video is there's a video in the article, and you can go and watch it. It's masterfully done. So that's our second story. Let me check and see if I got any tweets, or am I saving my $25? Oh, no tweets yet. I don't see a single tweet yet. I'm gonna save my 25. I'm trying to give away $25. Nobody wants to take me up on my $25, then that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Where am I at on my palette cleansers? Here's a palette cleanser. Y'all know I have a weakness for glasses. Y'all know I have a real weakness for glasses, so don't judge me, okay? Do not judge me. This is our registered nurse. Hey, nurse. I follow he on the Insta to the gram. Hey, nurse. Hmm. I got another picture of him. Here's another picture of he. Hey, nurse. Ooh, child, look at them legs. Child. Good God. Child. Ooh, well, got me all flustered over here. Let me take him down for y'all start lusting too hard. Child. Child. Look at y'all. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a whole mess. Child. Mm-mm. Need him to come stick his thermometer in my mouth. Or better yet, you know, I was taught that the best place to take your temperature is up the rear. You stick the thermometer up the rear of the baby. That takes the best temperature. Come get your thermometer, Mr. Nursey. And I got a place for you to put that thermometer. Check my temperature. I need to make sure I'm still recuperating. I need to make sure my fever went down. Oh, oh, I'm so sick. Please. Oh, oh, child. Telling you, girl, you need him to come pick. Child, I'm gonna put him back up there for us, child. This for us. I'm sorry, y'all. He showed was fine. Child. Hold on, one more time. One more again. One more again. Mm-hmm. Oh, you see it. You see it. Don't do me, Anthony. Don't do me. Do not do me. Child. 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 Anyway, I got a couple update stories for us. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm over here still recuperating and recovering. Pretty much strength in the Lord. So um here's the update. So there's an update on Dwayne Haskins. If you remember, Dwayne Haskins was the quarterback. He used to play for the Washington football team. Then he got traded to Pittsburgh Steelers. Tragically died on 595 down in Fort Lauderdale. And if you're familiar with the terrain, 595 is the highway that intersects 95, and it's right there at the airport. Like you got 95, and then 595 intersects it, and the airport is right here. So the airport is right at the intersection of. At the airport is on the southeast corner of that intersection of 95 and I 95 and I 595. And so he was on I 595 and he died there. So there's an update. So according to toxicology reports, here's the update. Dwayne Haskins, the NFL quarterback hit and killed while walking on the South Florida highway, had been out at a club drinking heavily. I'm putting up quotation fingers, heavily, and had a significant amount of alcohol in his blood, according to the medical examiner report released on Monday. Haskins died of blunt force trauma, and the death was ruled accidental, according to the autopsy report released by the Broward Medical Examiner's Office. According to the toxicology report, Haskins' two samples tested positive for alcohol, his blood at 0.20, which is more than twice the legal limit. Another fluid level at 0.24. The legal blood alcohol content in Florida is 0.08. But in a frantic 911 call released in April, his wife, calling from Pittsburgh, told dispatchers that he had run out of fuel and he'd been searching for gas. A medical examiner's report said Haskins was, quote, reportedly witnessed waving cars down on the shoulder, end quote, of I-595 before he was struck. According to a medical examiner's investigative report, investigators found his car on the side of I-595, a, quote, female companion, end quote, inside the vehicle. The unnamed woman told FHP, that's Florida Highway Patrol, that he'd left looking for gas. The report noted that the medical examiner's office did not know the nature of Haskins' relationship with the woman. A Pittsburgh Steelers team official also told the medical examiner's office that Haskins had trained the preceding day, then gone to dinner with a friend or cousin named Joey. They later went to a club, possibly in Miami, the report said. The, the report went on to say they drank heavily and at some point they got into a fight, separating. That's what the report said. Haskins also tested positive for ketamine and norketamine, drugs that can be used as a medical anesthetic but can also be used as a recreational drug. The toxicology report does not give any indication of why the drugs would have been in his system. Now, his wife was calling 911 from Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, on 595, the bus down was in the car from the night before. Same bus down that witnesses saw him get in an argument with in the club, so much so they had to be separated. And he's more than twice the legal limit. And there are things in his system that can be seen as an anesthetic, but it's mostly used for recreational drugs. Witnesses also say that he was flagging down cars on 595. Now, let's be clear. 595 is a major highway. Like 595 is a 10-lane, 12-lane highway, 6 on each side, with the HOV divider in the middle, where it's like 3 lanes in the middle HOV area that can go either way with, the force of traffic. So you're talking about a highway that has easily 12 to 15 lanes on it. Who you flagging down? When this came out, I said something didn't sound right because I know that stretch. I'm from the area. I know you ain't walking down 595. That just doesn't happen. Where's your cell phone? Y'all couldn't call AAA? We know the cell phone worked because he had to call the wife. Because how would the wife know? A mess. That's the update. A mess. Oh, I need to hurry up. It's almost time for Rudy B. Let me hurry up. Let me hurry up. We ready for some more palette cleaners, palette cleansers? Here. Child. That's for the ladies. That's for the ladies. That's all can do a whole lot for me. But that throat can, that tongue, not too much, but that throat. See what that throat do. Mm-hmm. This is him again, just in case you want to see him, what he look like. He ain't all that cute in the face. I just want to see what your throat do. We'll sit on your face for a little bit, just to give you a quick, something to do with your face, so I don't have to look at it too much. Here's another palette cleanser. Oh. 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 Now that's right up my alley. I think I got another one of him. Do I? Yes, that's him again. Coach. That's him again. Hey. 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 Mm. Ooh, child, let me get up off these palette cleansers, honey. Ooh, child. Anyway. Anyway. So, I told you I had another update. So, here's the update. Now, um, if y'all recall, I gave y'all the update. Well, I told y'all Saturday. Was that Saturday? No, that was Sunday because I wasn't on Saturday. I was knocking at death's door. But Sunday I came on just to say, hey. And I told y'all about this monstrosity that was unsheathed by the girls down at Walmart. I'm just saying. Child. So, update on this ice cream. I'm gonna leave that up while I read this update. So, Walmart has decided to pull this controversial ice cream after they got backlash from Black Twitter. Y'all know Black Twitter is undefeated. Black Twitter don't fuck off. Please be clear. Black Twitter don't fuck off. So remember on Sunday I put this up. I said, "How y'all feeling about this? What is this foolishness? We ain't asked for this." You see how it says, didn't it say something like "we in this together" or something like that? Something like that. It said on that. I got real pissed off. Anyway, let me read this. This is from theroot.com. It didn't take long for the internet to lash out once it got hold of Walmart's way of commemorating Juneteenth. Social media was ablaze with criticism after the images surfaced online of its company's Juneteenth ice cream, which was, quote, swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored, end quote. On the side of the carton was the, quote, share and celebrate African American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope, end quote. Businesses are focused on profit in a capitalistic economy, so any chance to make money from a federal holiday is one that will always be taken. However, the most disturbing uh, part is the company that makes the ice cream, Balcham, trademarked Juneteenth in 2021, the same year it was made an official federal holiday. Um, founder founder of Because of Them We Can and Culture Tags in Unique Jones Gibson noted that although Balcom trademarked the holiday, their company is far from diverse and inclusive. Um, she says, quote, perhaps they have a strong commitment to diversity and have pledged their financial support to the African American community as well. However, there is no diversity amongst their leadership team. There are no black leaders on their website, nor are there any black members on their board. End quote. In a company statement to Fox Television, Walmart apologized for the item and informed the public they would be removing the ice cream from its stores. Juneteenth holiday marks a celebration of that, and it goes on to that. Now, what has come out is a black-owned company, and I took the liberty of that makes the same ice cream called Creamalicious, and they make a wide. This one up here in the top with the red top, that's the same flavor with the red velvet cheesecake. But they make a lot of them. Like they have interesting names. Um, if you go and look it up, and it is black owned, and they make a lot of different, ones like Aunt Aunt Poon's caramel pound cake ice cream, Thick as Thieves pecan pie ice cream. Um, oh my eyes, my glasses. Slap Your Mama banana pudding ice cream, Porch Light peach cobbler ice cream, Uncle Charles brown sugar bourbon cake ice cream, um, Grandma Gigi's sweet potato pie ice cream, and many others. So go ahead and patronize this black company. Now, my best friend who stays in the DMV area says that this is a very popular company over in DC store. They have this ice cream in DC stores. I don't know that I've seen it. Um, I don't know if I've seen this particular company, but hey, support black businesses. There we go. So is that all my stories? I have more stories, but I need to try and get off because I know Rudy B is getting ready to go on, and I got to throw it over to her. I'll say the rest of my stuff is really about politics stuff and sugar spiky stuff. So I'll save that for a politics of it all. I'm probably going to do my schedule tomorrow is really, 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 really busy tomorrow. But I want to do a politics of it all at some point tomorrow or Thursday because we have those primaries tonight in a lot of states. So if you haven't already, make sure you're going out to go vote. There is still time. You still got about 30 minutes till 7 o'clock. You still got time to get in line. As long as you in line, you can go vote. So go vote in the primary. I know in the great state of Georgia, it's an open primary, so you can vote for either a Republican or Democrat, no matter what your party affiliation is. So I think Alabama is having one. There are several states that are having primaries tonight. So if you have not done so already, make sure you go ahead and vote. Do that, please, ma'am, please, sir. As you can see, our lives depend on it. Um, and let me get one more palette cleanser. Two more. I only had two more anyway, so these are my last two to close us out. While that one's up, let me check to see if anybody won the $25. Nope. I tried to give away 25. I tried so hard to give away $25 and y'all wouldn't take it. So I don't know what else y'all want from me. Tried to give y'all $25. Oh, wait. Oh, I do have some tweet. Shouts out to Volvo. Volvo says news you can always use hashtag run your mouth. Um, Volvo said news you can always. So by default, Volvo, um, Volvo wins run your mouth. By $25. Just send it to me. You too late, Envy. Volvo beat you to it. I would have sent it to you, but Volvo already beat you to it. And there's another palette cleanser. So Volvo, you need to put your Cash App in the put it in the chat, and we'll get your $25 over to you. We will get your $25 over to you. Chat. So by default, since Volvo was the only one who tweeted, Volvo wins. Yeah, Volvo, I need your Cash App. Gonna need that so I can send that to y'all. Listen, we about to get going on over to Really Be. I'm sure. Go Brock. Okay, I got you. So okay, I got you. Um, listen, I'm about to get out of here. It's been fun, y'all. Um, I'm trying to see is there any updates on the shooting that we talked about at the beginning, at the top of the hour, not the top of the hour, but at the beginning of the program. None that I see here, so no updates. Everything is still what I said earlier. 14 students killed. Um, one teacher killed. The suspect is killed. It's a sad day in America. Sad day. Sad day in America. Anyway, that's Uvalde, Texas, Robb Elementary School. Um, as I always say, As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being a vocal person and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. I just wanted to bless someone today. So I thank you, Bobo, for participating in our contest today. I will get your $25 Cash App to you when I get off this live. And we'll be back. Y'all know what we do. I found out yesterday I have a funeral I have to go to on Saturday, so I know I'm not going to be here for Silly Saturday because I have a funeral that I have to attend on Saturday. So I might do something. I do something on Sunday or something like that. It depends on how I'm doing this weekend, but I gotta fly out for funeral on Friday and Saturday, so I gotta do that. Anyway, but y'all know we'll be live before then. Anyway, until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.